Today, we are going to be talking about all the stuff you should bring with you on a city skate. Alrighty guys, so this video idea came from a person named Mountain Peak Cloud, and they said it would be interesting if you could comment on or make a video about essentials for city/urban skating, like different backpacks, fanny packs, lights for skating at night, what you think you need in different situations or what you think you don't need, pros and cons of carrying different stuff. So yeah, it just goes on, and I thought this was such an excellent idea. Not only am I going to talk about what I always bring and what I figured out doesn't work, but I'm also going to give you one tip that I found out recently that is a game changer for anybody who skates in the city for a long period of time, because this thing really changed my mind. I will say that sometimes I bring a lot of stuff, sometimes I don't bring a lot of stuff. It just depends how I'm feeling and what, I'm kind of getting ready for. Like if it's a place that I've never been before, or if it's a place that I've been to a whole bunch of times, it will kind of determine what I bring with me. But three things that I always bring no matter what is obviously my cell phone, because I listen to music when I skate, headphones, and my wallet. Okay, those are the three things that I always bring no matter what. We have a lot of stuff on this table. So stuff that does work is sometimes I will bring a speaker. Sometimes I do just like to blast music out. It does bug people a little bit. I guess people could find carrying a speaker annoying and it might bug them, but for the most part, everybody's fine. It doesn't get that loud, but it is nice to have a speaker instead of stuff in your ears, so that way you're kind of more aware of your surroundings. And it's just a different vibe when you carry a speaker and blast it rather than headphones, because everybody can kind of hear and see you're skating to the music and stuff. That's just a personal choice. You don't always have to have a speaker, but sometimes I do like to carry a speaker. This is another thing that, besides my phone, the headphones, and my wallet, this is another set of tools that I always bring with me, because I've probably had about every mishap or catastrophe happening when skating. The two things that you cannot go without are your wheels and your frame, okay? A lot of times, if you haven't tightened your frame for a long time, your frame down here can get loose in the middle of a skate. And I think that's happened to me the most out of anything, is the frame coming loose. So I almost always carry these two tools, because one takes the wheels off so I can get to the frame, and the other one tightens the frame. And that has happened to me, I don't even countless amount of times. I'm getting a little off track here. I do have a tool bag that I carry in my car. I don't necessarily always carry it when I'm skating, because it's a lot of stuff. Like for example, a screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver. I also have one of these little kind of multi-purpose tools, which can be useful if a bearing pops out. The heel strap and the cuff strap. I do like to have these in my car in case I do need them, especially at like a skate rink or something. I can switch it out really easily. This bag has a whole bunch of just loose bolts and different cuff buckles, strap things, and all sorts of stuff like that. And then also a pack of bearings, just in case I blow out a bearing. That's only happened a few times. It's pretty rare to blow a bearing out, but it does happen sometimes. It's only happened to me twice, so it's pretty rare for a bearing to blow out. If this buckle breaks or if this top buckle breaks, you can still skate just fine. It's not going to be the best fit and the same feeling, but no matter what, if this breaks, or even if I've had laces break because I fell and it cut it up and ruined it, but you can still skate with all that stuff. If your frame gets loose or if your wheels are loose, you can't really skate that well. Now let's talk about backpacks. This is crazy, okay? It holds your skates, which sounds like a good idea, and it is a good idea. I use this backpack when I travel to Vegas or Florida. You've seen those videos before of mine. That's when I carry this backpack with me. But I never skate around in this backpack, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does, because it's just way too large, too bulky. I'm never taking my skates off in the middle of a skate, and that kind of brings me to the point of sandals. For a long time, I brought sandals with me on skates, and I would have it in my backpack just in case I needed to go into a store to buy water or something like that. But honestly, like most stores don't really care if you're in the store with skates on. As long as you're not spinning around and doing crazy tricks or anything, the store's not gonna care. So I found it kind of unnecessary to bring sandals. It's kind of pointless and redundant, and I usually leave these behind in the car and I just have my skates with me. Now, for a long time, I did use a fanny pack, and every now and again, I'll still use a fanny pack. However, lately I've been kind of getting away from using a fanny pack. I usually go with a smaller backpack like one of these right here. So this is like the most slim backpack that you can get. It's a normal Jan Sport. It's got this pocket on the front and the big pocket, and that's pretty much all you really need. But I'm usually carrying this gray backpack with me just because I'm used to it by now, and it has a couple different compartments so I can kind of, you know, organize things. Like in here, I have this front little pocket. It's literally just my card for my channel, Skating Squid. I don't know if you can see it, but also, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I make videos every week. Like the video. Please help me out. We're on the road to 20,000. We're almost there, guys. So anyways, yeah, I'll bring little stuff like that in that pocket. I'll also, I don't know if I have any more, but you know, I do have like gauze pads just in case I get like a nice scrape that is kind of bleeding a lot, and band-aids, you know, little stuff like that. It's really not necessary, but you know, it does happen. So dang, these band-aids, I probably should get some new band-aids. I used them all. And then some, this is just like little, I don't know what you call it, little tape for bandages. Anyways, that's really not that necessary. It's just in there just in case the off chance that it happens. And even if you do get cut up skating, it's usually not too bad. Okay, so with the fanny pack, yeah, I bring it around sometimes, but it's either for me, I literally have nothing but my phone in my pocket, and that's it, and my headphones and my wallet. And then if I don't do that, then I usually have a backpack, and that's kind of the two ways that I go. I do like to carry a water, although it's not super necessary. But when you have a backpack like this, it's really easy to put the water in there, put it in one of the compartments, and it's nice to have around, especially on a hot day. So yeah, water for sure. So the one super secret item, and guys, I don't want you to be weirded out by this or judge me or anything, but I carry it with me every single time. Are you ready for it? I carry a small roll of toilet paper. And I know you guys might be laughing, but sometimes, every now and again, nature calls, okay? And you don't want to be in a public bathroom without your own toilet paper roll, okay? It's just gross. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it's so much nicer when you have your own. You know it's clean. If you need to blow your nose, it's there on like one of those colder days. But guys, I know you guys are probably laughing at me right now, but I'm telling you, include this in your city skate bag, and when the time comes, come back to this video and say, Ari, I am sorry for judging you, but it was a good idea and I should have done it because it's gonna save your life. All right, it saved my life before. All right, enough of that. But seriously, guys, consider putting this in your bag. It's a smart choice. It's a good choice. You can't go wrong. Like, the worst thing is you don't use it, right? So, I mean, it is what it is. All right, future Ari here. I completely forgot to talk about skating the city at night, and mainly because I actually usually never skate at night personally. I have really bad eyesight, and it's a little dangerous, so I try not to night skate too often. I will say some tips for night skating. Definitely skate in a place that has a lot of lighting already, a lot of street lamps. I have skated some city group skates before, and they like to use lights. I would suggest reflectors. I don't want to tell you guys too much because, again, I don't really do it too often, so I'm not really the best source of information, but you can't go wrong with a reflector like on your backpack or something like that. Maybe a spotlight or something. But so generally, if you are going to skate the city at night, try to do it around places that already have a lot of lighting so you can see what you're doing. Be careful of cars because they're not going to see you if you have no reflective gear on or lights. One time I saw a guy with a light on his backpack just so cars would know, like a red light, and it kind of just makes you pop out more from the background. So anyways, sorry I can't be too helpful on that, but that is my little input on night skating. So to recap a little bit, the essentials that you need. You need tools to fix your frame, because that happens all the time and it's gonna happen to you. Please have a tool to fix your frame. Have music. You always wanna have music because music is great. You can't go wrong with that. Carry a water. Carry your wallet. One thing I didn't really talk about with the wallet is I actually didn't carry a wallet for a long time because I have Apple Pay, so I can just pay with stuff with my phone and it's really simple. Somebody brought this to my attention and it made a lot of sense. So let's say something happens, God forbid, and you're unresponsive or whatever the case may be. If they find the wallet, they can know who you are. If you don't carry your wallet on you, they're not gonna know, and it's gonna be a lot more difficult of a situation for everything. So just carry your wallet. It's a good idea, especially if somebody doesn't have Apple Pay, or even if you get into trouble. You never know if some Karen's gonna get mad and call the police or whatever. It's good to just have your wallet on you, have your identification on you. It's smart, it's a good choice. Carry your wallet. It's unnecessary. Don't bring sandals with you. Also, if you get in trouble for for having skates on in a business, I didn't tell you to do it, all right? But I'm just telling you what I do. You don't need a huge tool bag. This is gonna weigh you down. It's not really that important. Just carry the tools you need to get to your frame, maybe some bearings, because bearings are helpful. I've had to make that long walk back to a car when my skates messed up, so that's not fun ever, and you don't want that to happen to you. Fanny packs are a great choice. Fanny packs are good. I prefer a backpack or just nothing at all. Depends on how long the skate's gonna be. Usually I skate anywhere from between like an hour to maybe 3 hours in the city. Usually not too much more than that. Speakers can be fun, a little obnoxious, but also can be fun. That's a good choice too. And other than that, there's not really too much else that I can say about city and urban essentials. That's pretty much the basics of what I think about when I go out on a city skate. If there's something that didn't mention that you guys use, please let me know. I'd be happy to hear any different stuff that I haven't thought about. But hopefully this helps out somebody in the future, and happy skating. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed and you made it this far, I don't know why you're not. We make videos every single week. There are playlists in the description of obstacle course, exploring different cities and places like Disney World, the Hoover Dam, the Las Vegas Strip, so go check those out. And yeah, I hope you guys found this helpful. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Don't forget to ring the notification